Have you ever wondered how long you'll really live after 70? What if I told you that your body may already be revealing the answer, in ways you never even noticed? These 7 subtle but powerful signs have been proven to predict how long you'll live. And the best part? Most of them can still be changed. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand these signs but know exactly what to do if you spot one in yourself or someone you love. It turns out, one of the clearest predictors of longevity is how fast you walk. Yes, something as simple as walking speed says a lot about your overall health. Studies show that if you walk slower than 0.8 meters per second, that's about 2.6 feet per second, your risk of dying in the next 5 years goes up drastically. Imagine 2 people, one who strolls easily through a park, upright and confident, and another who struggles just to rise from a chair. That difference could mean a difference of years, even decades. Even your ability to rise from a chair without using your arms is a test doctors use to quietly measure your mortality risk. It's called the sit-to-stand test, and failure to perform it can point to declining lower body strength and frailty. One powerful way to improve this is through consistent leg-focused strength training. Even basic exercises like chair squats, leg raises or walking stairs can rebuild mobility and function. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who participated in just 12 weeks of light resistance training experienced significantly improved walking speed and balance. It's not about training like a bodybuilder, it's about moving with purpose. Small, consistent action adds up fast. So if you notice yourself walking slower, don't ignore it. Instead, treat it like a wake-up call, your body's way of asking you to invest in more life. Walking speed, in fact, is now sometimes referred to by researchers as the 6th vital sign, right alongside temperature, pulse, respiration rate, blood pressure, and pain. Why? Because it integrates multiple bodily systems, your musculoskeletal health, cardiovascular endurance, neurological control, and even emotional confidence. When your walking slows, it's not just fatigue, it's a message that something deeper may be off balance. Doctors and geriatric specialists often assess gait speed in clinical settings now to forecast hospitalization risk, predict future disability, and evaluate the likelihood of independent living over the next few years. The beauty is, this is one metric we can work on. A daily walk, some stretching, a light resistance routine, all of it adds up. Mobility equals freedom, and freedom as we age equals life. Sometimes the most meaningful changes we make start with awareness. Imagine an elderly parent or grandparent you love. Think about how you've seen them change over the years. Their pace slowing, their posture shifting, their movements more careful than before. It can be heartbreaking to witness, but it's also a gentle reminder of how precious our mobility really is. For many older adults, the moment they can no longer walk unassisted marks a turning point, not just in independence, but in identity. That's why investing time into leg strength, balance, and movement isn't just about health, it's about dignity. Being able to walk to the bathroom without help, or stroll outside on a sunny day, or even rise confidently from a chair to greet someone, it matters. These are the simple freedoms that make life worth living. And if we catch these early enough and act with consistency and love, we can protect them, not just for ourselves, but for those we care about most. Don't underestimate what 10 minutes of movement a day can do. Over time, it could be the reason someone you love is still standing strong a year or 5 from now. The mind and body are deeply connected. After 70, changes in your memory, focus, or problem-solving skills can be early indicators of something far more serious. Mild cognitive impairment progresses to dementia in up to 15% of cases every year. But here's the deeper truth. Subtle memory lapses that affect daily life, like forgetting familiar names, missing appointments, or getting lost, often predict reduced life expectancy. A sharp mind is the light of a long life. Ancient proverb. The good news, cognitive health is trainable. Lifelong learning, social interaction, and even regular physical activity have been shown to slow or reverse cognitive decline. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, is real and powerful. Simple habits like reading 10 minutes a day, playing strategy games, or engaging in new hobbies like painting or music can spark fresh connections in your brain. Consider this. In a study of over 1,200 older adults, those who engaged in mentally stimulating activities had a 63% lower risk of developing dementia. This shows that the brain is much like a muscle. It thrives on challenge and novelty. Meditation, social interaction, even learning a new language, all of these stimulate the hippocampus and frontal lobes, areas crucial for memory and focus. So when you feel a bit foggy or forgetful, don't panic. But don't ignore it either. Respond with action. Feed your brain just like you feed your body. It could add not just years to your life, but clarity to every one of them. What's especially interesting is how early cognitive signs can manifest in behavior that we often chalk up to just getting older. Repeating questions, avoiding new environments, or withdrawing from social events can all be quiet indicators that cognitive health needs attention. But this doesn't mean it's the beginning of the end. Cognitive decline is not always irreversible. Diets high in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, sleep hygiene, and even purpose-driven living have all been shown to improve brain performance. And don't underestimate the power of curiosity. It's a natural mental stimulant. One curious mind can reshape a day, a year, or even a decade. So ask questions. Try new things. Challenge yourself. The brain loves novelty, and in many ways, novelty is the fountain of youth. When someone over 70 loses weight without trying, especially more than 5% of their body weight in 6 to 12 months, it's often a red flag. This could be the body's quiet way of saying something is wrong. It might be depression, it might be cancer, or it could be an undiagnosed digestive issue. But one thing is consistent. This kind of weight loss is a predictor of increased frailty and mortality. We often associate weight loss with health, but in older age, unintentional weight loss is not victory. It's a warning. Grip strength isn't just about opening jars. It turns out your hands are directly linked to your heart. Multiple studies have found that for every 5 kilograms decrease in grip strength, there's a 16% higher risk of all-cause mortality. In other words, the weaker your grip, the weaker your odds. Try this. Grab a hand gripper or even a towel and squeeze it. Can you hold it tight for 30 seconds? If not, it might be time to work on your strength. Strength doesn't come from what you can do, but from overcoming what you once couldn't. The most inspiring part? Grip strength is very trainable. Simple resistance exercises can restore your power and potentially extend your life. It's said that loneliness is the new smoking, and research backs that up. Being socially isolated increases your chance of early death by up to 32%. Why? Because humans are wired for connection. When we lose meaningful relationships, our physical health suffers too. Heart disease, inflammation, even cognitive decline are tied to loneliness. People die of broken hearts every day, just not always on paper. If you're over 70 and you feel alone, reach out. Join a group, volunteer, call someone, because social connection isn't just about happiness, it's about survival. Taking more than 5 medications a day, a state called polypharmacy, can be a quiet threat. With every new drug, the chances of side effects, drug interactions, and hospitalizations rise. Falls, confusion, dizziness, fatigue, these can be caused not by aging, but by the very meds meant to help. This doesn't mean stopping medications. It means regularly reviewing them with a doctor, questioning what's still necessary, and watching for new symptoms that could be side effects in disguise. Sometimes less medicine is more life. Here's a fascinating one. How you feel about your health is often more predictive of death than actual clinical tests. When seniors rate their health as poor, they're 2 to 3 times more likely to die than those who say it's excellent. Why? Because your body listens to your mind. Self-perception influences behavior, immune function, and stress levels. Those who believe they're healthy tend to move more, eat better, and take care of themselves. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are only as old as you believe. So now you know the 7 warning signs that quietly predict how long you'll live after 70. But here's the truth most people miss. These signs aren't just warnings. They're calls to action. If you walk slowly, walk more. If you feel weak, start strength training. If you're alone, reach out. If you're on 7 meds, talk to your doctor. If your mind feels foggy, train it. If you've made it this far, it means you care. Not just about how long you live, but how well you live. That's the beauty of it all. It's never too late to rewrite your story. The small decisions you make today could give you years others will never have. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Start now, because the people who take action early are often the ones who get the quiet reward of more time, more joy, more life. You are not powerless. Even small changes can add years to your life, and life to your years. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these signs surprised you the most? Or which one have you noticed in yourself or someone you love? Your story might just inspire someone else to take the first step. This is your journey, and it's never too late to rewrite the ending.